Going on, guys? So today I'm looking at the cam builds, but for the wing. So left wing, left attacking mid, right attacking mid. Here's my first build. So it's a cam, 4-star, 4-star, 89 rated. My second build will be a striker build, and I'll build that live on here now. So this is what I currently use on the wing. As you can see, good stats, 5'4", 119 pounds. People put 99 pounds, but it doesn't make any difference. Look, literally no difference. The points of reference are 119. Okay, as soon as you hit 121, everything changes. As soon as you hit 149, it will stay the same, but then you get to 152, everything changes. So the weights you want to have are 149 or 119. I pick 119. Best pace. Also, obviously, you know about I'm assuming by now, the height. There's two variants to each height. So for 5'4", there's a slow 5'4" and a fast 5'4". You can also be 5'6", the bottom end, the top end, 5'8", the bottom end, the top end. But I'd actually suggest picking the 5'4" version, picking the slower 5'4" version, and go up to 5'5". So you're actually quicker than the 5'6", and you're only an inch smaller. That's my little tip. Also, on a cam, something that I found out. So that's 92 pace, right? Keep watching. If I make him heavier to 121, he goes to 93 pace. So on your cam, when you're building any sort of cam build, remember that 121 is quicker than 119. Even 149. You can go all the way up to 149 and it's quicker than 119. But then when you go over it, it drops. So bear that in mind. 121 ideally. But we're playing on the wing, or left attacking mid, right attacking mid, so you want to be as fast as possible. So we're dropping this back down. Second wind, you can't play out wide or left or right attacking mid without it. People say you can, people say you don't need stamina. In this FIFA you do, especially if you're running down the wings and crossing the ball in. Second wind gives you an extra boost of energy. On 75 minutes you get 25% of your stamina back. Massively useful, for the reason that everyone else that doesn't bother putting it on is knackered, so you can just bomb past them. It gives you that edge, so put that on. Defending, you don't need any. Dribbling, I've left off 5-star skill moves this time in sacrifice for pace. I normally play with 5-star skills, but seeing as people get pissed off when you just mess about doing skills on the team, I just thought I'll just take them off. Because to be honest, the most overpowered skills this year that I found anyway are the 4-star ones. The little flick back drag, like Oketa, just a ball stop, just a fake shot stop, and then ball roll or turn. It's good enough this year, honestly. You'll see in the clips afterwards. I'm going to put some clips using this exact build at the end of this video, so keep watching. The agility and balance is perfect. You don't need more than that. I mean, that's top tier. If that was an ultimate team player, that'd be right up there. Flare pass, hugely important. That's more important than 5-star skills. The reason being, there's been so many situations where I'm facing away from goal and a player's running in behind me. Now if I want to pass it to him, I've physically got to turn to pass him the ball, or I've got to try and cut it through the defender, which is most likely going to get blocked. If I've got flare on, he'll drag it back behind him and flick it with a back heel into his path, which is impossible to do unless you've got flare on. So put flare on. Passing, you have to make this good, like to a level where you're not going to have any errors. Crossing 87, I'd say, is a standard for a winger. people play with all this stuff really low, and I don't understand why. It's the difference. I've played with a striker build, trying to be a left attacking mid or right attacking mid, running down the wing. I'm trying to cross it in. The crosses aren't good, and they're just not specific enough. The difference between having 81 crossing and 87 crossing is that you'll curl a cross round into someone's path perfectly, or you'll cross it in to their head. If you're a striker, it'll go in a straight line rather than bending right round perfectly into their path. These little differences are what make you win games or miss. So important, especially in the high divisions. When you're in Division 1 and 2, these little things are massive because you get less time. You haven't got time to pick out the perfect pass. You just got to see someone hit a ball. And having these sort of things on, having the curve that high and the crossing that high, massively important. Shooting is good enough. 90 shooting, 90 finishing for a winger, absolutely fine. And long shots are decent as well. And plus with your curl, you can get those finesses in from the edge of the box. Pace, full. 94. Pace is massive this year. And 94 is all you need for this build, because the cam build, playing on the wing, has all the advantages of the left mid and right and left wing passing and dribbling wise, but it also has 90 finishing. The left mid and right, left wing and left mid don't. They go up to 81 shooting. So with this build, you've got everything you need, plus the 87 stamina and second wind. Now, if we go on to changing this to a centre forward build, which is the other option that you could play with on the wing, it has some advantages and disadvantages. So you see the pace has gone up 1, but let's look at physical. You've now only got 82 stamina, so you really do have to watch your runs and watch where you're running. The dribbling and everything pretty much the same. Passing not quite as good. It's good, but not quite as good. Shooting, you got 93 instead of 90, and your shot power's a bit higher. Long shots are worse. And then pace, you've got 95, 96. So yeah, you're faster and your finishing's a bit better. So if you want to play a left forward, I'd advise this. This is a good build for a striker as well, to be honest. Especially a support striker or a striker that runs down the wing and sets up your teammate. So they're the two options. You go down to 86. What happens with builds is people think that, oh, the higher the rating, the better the player. Not at all. Last year, I think one of the top guys in the world as a striker was 86 rated, because what you're doing is you're adding things to the build that it doesn't come with, that it doesn't want you to add. So you're not getting high ratings because you're not adding the things you need to have the high rating. So a centre forward with loads of passing on doesn't make sense to the game, because you're playing on the wing now. So you're compensating. So if you ever pick a centre forward build, you add passing. If you ever pick a cam build, you add shooting and pace. If you want to play as a CDM, you pick a left wing back build because it has the pace and the passing already. So then all you need to add, and it has the defending, so then all you need to add is dribbling and shooting, or dribbling and add more passing if you want, skill moves. So you're covering everything. You're trying to make the complete player rather than just making a one-dimensional player, which is what I see a lot of people doing. People want to have this like 91, 92 rated striker. Great, but he's going to be crap at a lot of things. He'll be good at shooting, and he'll be fast, and he'll be good at dribbling, but he won't be able to pass it, and he'll have bad stamina. So by the end of the game, he's running out. So it swings and roundabouts what you want. We've won Division 1 last year 7 times in 2 months. Before we started doing all these things, I hadn't won it once. So if that's anything to go by, that I know what I'm talking about, listen to it, because in the beginning we were doing everything that everyone else was doing. We were doing all the stuff that EA want you to do. Make a player like this, have all the shooting on, have a really good rated player. And we started thinking, hang on a minute, what if we do this? What if we play a left wing back at CDM? What if we play, all these different things? Let's put on loads of passing on our strikers. And it makes such a difference. It's huge. Just think of it like it's an ultimate team. It's the easiest way to think about it. Do you want a striker that has 50 passing up top? And every time you get the ball, you basically lose it because you can't hold it up or you can't pass it. Do you want a striker that's not mobile? Do you want a striker that can only hit the ball if he's running in a straight line? It's just little things that make a huge, huge amount of difference. So that's my left wing, right wing build. Also left attacking mid, right attacking mid. Yeah. Cheers for watching and stay tuned for some clips. Will be on the YouTube video. Keeping the ball moving.